them for a very long time because there's so many, but see what other people have to say. All right, so our next item is all about the PC, liver, and brain. This is the natural support for your memory, for your brain, and for your liver function. I think this is amazing because this is specifically designed and formulated to help maintain a healthy liver and a healthy brain. We all know what happens. Age absolutely changes our memory and our brain function. If you want to get in front of it, or if you're concerned about it, this is what you want to do. We have the 60 capsule, the 180, or the 360. Once again, if you're talking about the liver and its value, I'll pop over here so you guys can see it. This is kind of a truncated presentation. Go up to the 360. That is a $30 savings. We have 3 Flex or 4 Flex on all the choices that you're seeing today. And once again, we have free shipping, which saves you a ton of money. Are we ready to go to Andrew? Can I do that? And then we'll do reviews. All right, here's Andrew again.
Andrew Lessman here with a very quick word about our PC, liver, and brain. Despite it being a quick word, it's an incredibly important ingredient, incredibly important product. The principal phospholipid in our brain is phosphatidylcholine. The principal phospholipid in our liver is phosphatidylcholine. There's an abundance of research on benefits to our liver, detoxification, benefits to our brain with those normal age-related changes in our brain when we deliver adequate amounts of phosphatidylcholine. So phosphatidylcholine, the way I look at it, when I talk about calcium in bone, when I talk about glucosamine in joints, it's one thing to talk about a drug and how it works on a system or an organ. It's a whole better thing to talk about something that's actually a structural component and directly bears on function for those organs. And when we're talking about phosphatidylcholine, it's an absolutely essential principal structural component to our liver. 2/3 of the membrane surface area in our liver is phosphatidylcholine. The principal phospholipid in our brain's a lipid-based structure, phosphatidylcholine. Of course, there's also phosphatidylinositol, phosphatidylethynolamine, and guess what? You also get those phospholipids in this product as well. So if you want an incredibly affordable, and it's a monthly special this month, opportunity to make a difference in the phospholipids that make up every cell membrane in your body, especially the cell membranes in the 2 fat-based structures in our body, our liver and our brain. Very similarly structured, very different functions, but both equally dependent on the presence of phosphatidylcholine. Plus in our brain, acetylcholine, most important neurotransmitter, phosphatidylcholine, is a critical component in synthesizing acetylcholine. So again, also it's an essential component in making sphingomyelin, a critical part of the protective sheath in our brain. So I could go on and on. Suffice to say, monthly special, great pricing. If you take medications, I think we all must, especially when we look at the aging in this country. It's pretty much you can judge aging by how many medications you have to take, it seems. Or if we simply drink alcohol, or even if you never drink alcohol and you don't take any medications, the liver is still the hardest working organ in your body. And phosphatidylcholine is an incredibly important structural molecule. And today, just pennies a capsule to enjoy the benefits of phosphatidylcholine. So enjoy the monthly special.
When you get to hear Andrew, and so many of us like to hear what he has to say because he's so in-depth, he's so knowledgeable. For me, it comes down to, how's your brain function? I think that is, for me, key to this, especially as we age. We all know your brain's going to change. Your brain, obviously your liver's clearly important, as he was talking about. But Moy, if you're concerned about that at all, then maybe this is your time to be able to supplement your routine with this. This is what the capsule looks like. So again, very easy to swallow. It's just free shipping. We love that because you save money. And here's what I thought was very fascinating. Do you know that this is now recognized by the FDA as an essential nutrient? I was saying a moment ago, you have to be so cautious about who you're buying your vitamins from. It's one of the weirdest areas in terms of things that we swallow and put into our body that the government isn't all over. It's really amazing. It's very loosey-goosey. see out there. So you must know who your source is. And I thought it was very interesting that they say this is now one of the essential nutrients that we must have. I thought it was interesting the FDA's actually recognized that. And I also think in this day and age, we're going to hear a lot more than ever before about the true benefits. I think for vitamin manufacturers and people like Andrew, they've been talking about it for years, shouting it from the mountains and the rooftops and everything. And I think that's going to come much more to the forefront now because of the emphasis on the food pyramid and kind of what's happening at a much higher level. We'll really learn to appreciate what Andrew's doing, I think, more than ever. Obviously, the reviews are great too. We don't have a lot of time to do them, but Andrew, amazing product. Love it for focus, concentration, decision processing, general well-being. Can't go wrong with Andrew's vitamins. 56, I'm taking quite a few of Andrew's supplements. Andrew's knowledge of vitamins is unsurpassed. Happy with the product. I consider this an essential purchase. Our liver and brain do not work properly. Life as well as we want it to, and love it as well. So there you go. Just as a little review on that one specifically, there is a customer pick.